And thank you very much, Ashley Bramey. Welcome in high atop Western Dubuque High School Gymnasium as the Western Dubuque Bobcats and the Beckman Blazers boys basketball here tonight. The two teams meeting for the final time in WAMAC Conference play and for the foreseeable future as they are not on each other's schedule for next year, not playing non-conference. So this is it for at least a year here if they decide to renew the rivalry as tonight the Bobcats host the Beckman Blazers. Western Dubuque in first place of the East Division of the WAMAC Conference with a record of 10-1. They're 13-3 overall in their 17th game here coming up tonight. Beckman has also played 16 games. They're 10-6 overall and 6-5 on the east side. Good for fourth place behind Solon, West Delaware, and the aforementioned Bobcats. As here we are tonight, Bill Logan. We saw the first meeting. It turned out to be a good game, and we thought maybe Western Dubuque was going to run away with that one. It looked like that midway through that game back on December 18th in Dyersville. The Western Dubuque had to come back after the Blazers stormed back and took the lead as a great effort for them to send it to overtime. But Beckman was outscored by Western Dubuque in that overtime period and 16-8. As the Bobcats got the 66-58 win on that Monday, December 18th, for the victory that night in overtime. One of 5 victories for the Bobcats in overtime. So always expect a doozy when these two teams hook up.
Yeah, they will, and I wouldn't expect anything less here tonight. You talk about a really, really good rivalry contest, and unfortunately, at least for the foreseeable future, the last time these two teams could play each other a long, long time. So, you know, it's a shame. Two teams that really know each other, get after each other. You know, these kids probably known each other since they were probably back in 3rd, 4th grade competing against each other. But, you know, a little pride factor coming in. Beckman knows that maybe that first game on their home court got away from them there. A winnable game, and they'd sure like to get one back here tonight.
As Beckman leads the overall series since 2006. Two teams been playing in the WAMAC Conference since 2003, but since 06, Beckman has won 13, Western Dubuque 10. Here in Epworth, 11 contests. Western Dubuque has the slight advantage. They've won 6, and Beckman have won 5. The largest margin win in this series, 65-46, 19-point win for Beckman in Dyersville on December 21st of 2010. And ironically, in the same year, later on that season, February 4th of 2011, Western Dubuque won the closest game here in Epworth. So a tale of 2 different games there in the one season when the largest margin and the closest game in this overall series. Beckman won both meetings last year, 56-51 in Dyersville on January 30th. Almost a month before that, Beckman won the contest here, 63-38. Western Dubuque in their 2-game losing skid to the Blazers earlier on this year when they beat them 66-58 in that double overtime contest. It's the Blazers and the Bobcats getting ready here tonight for this one. As we talked about, Western Dubuque, first place in the east side, 10-1. They've been fighting some injuries the first half of this season. They've been mostly healthy. They were without Kyle Clary, who was sick with the flu last week. He was out both of their games. Their win over Central DeWitt, 67-50, and the double overtime thriller at home here on Friday night against Anamosa as they pull it out against the Blue Raiders, 69-64. What an incredible season it's been for Western Dubuque with close ball games. The Bobcats with 5 overtime victories. 2 of the 5 have been double overtimes, but they're able to get the wins as Western Dubuque. Close games, 5 points or less. They are 5-0 in those contests here tonight. As Western Dubuque and Beckman moments away from getting this one underway. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Contact me, Chad Frazier, at BC Land Services in Earlville for all your maintenance projects such as tree removal and trimming, small dirt work projects, lawn seeding, and more. BC Land Services is fully insured and licensed. Contact me at 563-590-8074 or on Facebook. And best of luck to all area athletes and coaches.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's to size 18. Riker Shoes, your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
Since 1995, Edgewood Feed Mill Construction has provided customers with a quality, pre-engineered building package for their swine facility needs. Edgewood Feed Mill Construction is a general contractor and will assist you with the construction of your livestock facility, start to finish. For more information on Edgewood Feed Mill Construction, contact Steve Harris at 563-920-7835.
This is Fred Smock from Dunlap Motors and Independence with Chevy, Buick, and certified pre-owned Chevy, Buick, and GMC, and nearly 300 new and used cars and trucks in stock. We have big town inventory with small town service. Go to DunlapMotorsIndy.com.
For your fertilizer, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at CPS in Dyersville and Worthington. Good luck to area athletes, coaches, and fans for a successful season from everyone on Team Dyersville and Team Worthington at Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington.
Welcome back in Western Dubuque and Beckman here tonight inside Western Dubuque High School in Epworth. The 13th season of this gymnasium as it opened up in 2005. John Swisher, Bill Logan back with you along with in-studio producer Ashley Bramey as the Beckman Blazers have won 2 games 4 times in a row. No winning streaks over 2 games. Western Dubuque coming in with a 7-game winning streak to start the season. Then they won 3 games before losing to Linn-Mar at rivalry Saturday. And then they've won 2 in a row. 5 points or less for Beckman. We talked about Western Dubuque's 5-0 record in those games. Beckman has had 4 of them. They're 2-2. They've had 1 overtime game. It was the first time these 2 teams played back on December 18th, 66-58. Bobcats won in Dyersville. We get the starting lineups. Jordan Lake, Cale Cartini, Calvin Harris, Alec Wolfcool, and Sam Goodman for Western Dubuque. Under head coach Dennis Garrity in his 39th season, sitting on 498 career wins, 336 losses. His 10th year at Western Dubuque, 166 and 63 for the native of New York City. As Mike Maloney, the Dubuque County native in his first season, as Maloney starts Mitch Galing, Michael Keegan, Jackson Bennett, Scott Oberding, and Connor Grant. As we get closer for the start of this one, we're back after this for the opening tip. This is Western Dubuque and Beckman area basketball at AMC Sports.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
For the best selection of Chevy, Buick, and GMCs in the area, see Bob Stephen Motors in Manchester. We offer straightforward pricing and carry a low overhead, so we can pass those savings on to you. We also take care of you after the sale and offer a state-of-the-art service department with ASE trained technicians. For a full list of our inventory, visit us on the web at bobstephenmotors.com.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. It takes the right financial partner who cares as much about your future as you do, building a financial plan to meet your life's priorities and helping you achieve the financial security you're after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact me, Mitch Payton, or Matt Schulte today. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together.
Buy County Disposal Incorporated for all your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaches from everyone at Buy County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
American Trust and Savings Bank wishes all area athletes and coaching staff continued success. American Trust and Savings Bank with locations in Dyersville, Farley, Dubuque, and Des Moines. Simply better banking. Check them out at americantrust.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Sight and good vision is very easy to take for granted until it is taken away. Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa is here to help you.
Advanced Eye Care Associates of Eastern Iowa, located at 225 West Main Street in Manchester and 1113 West 3rd Street in Vinton.
John and Bill back with you from Western Dubuque High School here in Epworth. Bill, the keys to the game in your mind, as we've seen these teams a couple times each.
I think either team's going to have to take care of the basketball tonight. They can't give easy buckets. And offensive rebounds, they're pretty even. So if one team can kind of take care of the glass and get some second chance points, Western Dubuque obviously knows how to win close ball games. They're 5-0 in the overtime contest, and they're getting better at that free throw percentage. First time we had them, they were in the low 60s. They're bugging at that 70-point number right now, so they're getting better at that late. That's a big number.
Yes, indeed. As here we go, opening tip at center court. We're going to get our earliest start time at 7:31 here in a while. And we're underway, and Beckman gets the ball going left to right. As up top with it is Michael Keegan. Now Jackson Bennett, who's a tremendous baseball player for the Class 2A state champions a year ago. The drive in. Fumbled away, now a jump ball called. Getting his hands on the basketball is the Bobcat there, Sam Goodman. He ties up the Blazer, Mitch Galing, and the Bobcats have it. First turnover of the game there for Beckman. We go the other way, right to left. Up top with it is Carty. Now Calvin Harris, tremendous baseball player, committed to Ole Miss. In the past off season, after the baseball season, there's a jump hook inside, no good. Alec Wolfpool fouled his shot, can get to go as Jackson Bennett clears the rebound. Now a pass to the right block. Kicking it back out is Scott Oberding. Driving, Bennett putting it up in traffic. No good, too high off the window, fighting the rebound. Harris coming away with the ball, getting his paws on that basketball was the forward there, guard there, I should say, Cale Carty, inside the Wolfpool. As it knocked out of bounds off of Beckman, it'll stay Western Dubuque basketball. 6:57 to go. No score yet in this one.
Yeah, they're both trying to really get that ball into that paint area, driving on each other. And really contested shots here. Not going to give up anything easy right here off the bat.
C.J. McDermott did not get the start tonight. He did not play at all because of a injured ankle the first time on December 18th. 6:40 and counting here in quarter one. No score. Up top is Goodman. Left side, Harris for a three. Book it. Got it for the left wing. Calvin Harris, second leading scorer on the team with 15 tonight. That's his 14th three of the year. 14 to 43, around 33%. As the Blazers down behind. First lead of the game for Western Dubuque. A three-point advantage with 6:15 and counting. Oberding pass to Galing. Triple team there. Three white jerseys around. Galing thought he got fouled, but a good block from behind for Western Dubuque. Bobcats have it now. Little jumper. That's contact up in the air and underneath. Contact called there. That'll be called on Connor Grants, his first, team number one, and shooting will be Jordan Lake, the outstanding guard who missed the season with that leg injury. He also missed the 2 games earlier on this season, battling through a different leg injury. After working the offseason to come back, and Lake is on the line as Jordan leads the team in scoring with 16 tonight. He's a 69% free throw shooter, and the first one is up and good. He'll have one more.
Yeah, in the first game when these two had, he struggled at that free throw line, and you could tell his knee was bothering him. He really couldn't have a hard time getting that, but he looks much better here tonight.
That was when he was just coming off of missing 2 or 3 games and getting it back into the rotation. Much better there, 100% now, 2 of 2 of the Bobcats start with a 5-0 run here to start this ball game. Final meeting between these two teams in the Wombat Conference. 32 years together in the same conference. The final time here tonight, at least for the foreseeable future, with Western Dubuque going to the Mississippi Valley Conference to start next school year. Here's a foul underneath call as Bennett was trying to take his shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2 as he gets that foul on.
Sam Goodman drew the foul. Bennett going to go to the line and shoot 2.
As Jackson Bennett, the second leading scorer, up and no good. Hits off the front of the rim. Beckman still looking for their first point. They trail 5-0, 5:50 to go here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, and if you're on the home team here with that 5-0 lead, you like to be able to get out to that lead right off the bat and really get your student section into this.
Bennett gets the second one to go. He's 1 for 2. It's 5-1 in favor of the Bobcats. Now the lob play, Lake too hard off the window as Harris threw a perfect ball. Lake just hit the glass too strong and it bounced off the front of the rim. Now the Blazers trying to get another turnover, trying to force it into Galing. From the right side was Michael Keegan, and it's swiped away by Cale Carty. Bobcats have it. Up by 4. There's a nice baseline cut by Lake in the middle of the lane. There's Wolfcool up and good. And it's 7-1 now in favor of the Bobcats. 5:10 and counting here in quarter number 1.
Yeah, Lake did a tremendous job driving that baseline and got that easy bucket to Wolfcool.
Galen goes strong inside of the pass from the top of the key. As he is fouled, will go to the line to shoot 2, and that's what they need to do. They have a little bit of a size advantage in there. Take advantage of that. We've seen this Beckman team not be able to do that or not try enough aggressively in this season when they've had the size advantage. And the Galen on the line to shoot 2 after the foul was called on Alec Wolfcool. And the first one is up and good.
Yeah, anytime that you want, to get high percentage shots, and that's what Beckman does. As a team, they're shooting 49% from the field, and you're doing that in that paint area.
Second one is good. Largest lead for Western Dubuque so far, 6. It's cut to 4 now, 7-3 Bobcats. 5 minutes and counting here in quarter number 1. Up top with his Cartier. Now right side of Lake. He's guarded by Connor Krantz, left corner. With it here is Cartier driving to the free throw line. Now a bounce pass out to Sam Goodman. Under 5 minutes to play. 4-point lead. 2 fouls on the Bobcats. 1 on Beckman so far in this game. The sophomores from Western Dubuque won their game earlier today. 42-24. And there is a basket up and good. As Wolfcool with the shot inside for his second field goal. As 47-24 was the sophomore final. Earlier, the freshman game started off at 4:30. Pass inside. Oberding puts it up. That's good. Scott Oberding with his first point and the first field goal of the game for Beckman. As they get the lead, back to 4, 9-5. Here's a deep 3 from Farley. That's no good. Off the right hand of Sam Goodman. Beckman clears the rebound. 3:50 and counting here in the first. 9-5. Here in favor of Western Dubuque. Scott Oberding with the first field goal of the night. He's the fourth leading scorer with 7 points a game. And there's Oberding connecting from the 3-point line from the right wing. He's got 5 points, both field goals, back to a 1-point game. 9-8 here. We've had no ties and no lead changes in this game. As Beckman's Western Dubuque starting off with a 5-0 run. There's a 3 from the top of the key by Harris. Both teams selling for offside shots. That one's no good. Rebounded by Beckman. Here come the Blazers. Another 3. That's no good. Bounces around off the hands of Jackson Bennett. As Galen was fighting with 3 white jerseys underneath. Now Lake. There's a little contact. Going to be on the floor. Right elbow on the drive by the speedy Jordan Lake. As will be baseline inbounds underneath. As they call the foul on Connor Krantz. It'll be his second. Team number 2. Both teams have 2 fouls. A couple subs in here. Kyle Cleary and Kyle Lehman in for the Bobcats. CJ McDermott checked in moments ago. The outstanding pitcher for the state championship Beckman baseball team is in. He's getting some small schools looking in for baseball, of course. He's back in this rotation here for Coach Maloney after missing several games with a rolled ankle injury, sprained ankle injury, I should say, in early part of the season. Nice job by Lake keeping the ball on the ground as he lost his balance and fell. He got it to a teammate, but shot was no good by Cleary. Here comes the Blazers. 9-8, 1-point lead. Beckman trailing here, 2:40 and counting in this quarter number 1. Inside to Galen. Up and good. Gets it a bounce around and drop on down high off the window. Great footwork and execution underneath by Mitch Galen. And when Beckman is successful, Mitch Galen usually on his game. Here's a drive from the right side. No good, but Kelvin Harris is fouled by McDermott. C.J. McDermott picks up his first, and Harris goes to his line. And we've seen when Galen can be active. We saw it last year, too. This is what makes this Beckman offense tough.
Yeah, they just did. They were fronting him on defense and daring him to lob that pass. Hopefully that backside defense would get there. Didn't get there in time, and he just did a nice job taking high off the glass for the easy bucket.
Kelvin Harris gets his free throw to go. He'll have one more. 4 points for Calvin. We are tied for the first time after our first lead change. And now our second lead change, and we're untied as Harris hits them both. He's got 5 points. 11-10. Bobcats have the lead. 2:20 and counting here in quarter number 1. Over the timeline to Galen. Galen all the way to baseline short corner. Now hands it off to Jackson Bennett. Back up on top with it is Michael Keegan. A little pitch handoff right side to Jackson Bennett. Bennett now, right block. Oberding. There's a man on him in the lane. Yep, I was going to say, I think he traveled, and he did. Good call by the veteran official, near side official, state tournament official on both girls' and boys' side. Jeff Horst. Jeff Horst and Ray Wilden of Clinton. Mark Gassman of DeWitt. The veteran officiating crew. And Jeff Horst is as I mentioned, boys and girls' state tournament official. All three of them girls' tournament officials for the first time together last season. All around good guys are Jeff, Ray, and Mark. We see them quite a bit as Bobcats have it going right to left now. 1:45 and counting here in the first quarter. 11-10, the 1-point lead. Goodman pulls it out. Now pass to Harris right side. Lehman set a screen. Now he rolls off of it. Inside, no good. Pinballed around. Going to be fight for a jump ball as Galen got his fingertips on that basketball with Kyle Lehman's hands. And the tie ball will keep it. We'll send it to Beckman here, going left to right.
Yeah, and Blazers doing a nice job of defending that rebound. They've got 5 defensive rebounds here already. Bobcats have 0 offensive ones, so it's done a nice job of cleaning up that defensive end of the court.
120 and counting all the way up. Give me an offensive foul. Good job by the defensive player. Lehman standing his ground and taking it. Michael Keegan driving in, trying to make something happen. But the defender was in plenty good defensive position that time. And Keegan took a chance, and it didn't go his way.
Right, and Western Dubuque, if you look at their defense, they look like they're playing a 2-3 zone. It's just the two guys at top, they switch so often, and that's sometimes how the Blazers catch them in that lob pass. When they're switching on the big guys underneath, if that timing of that pass is in there, they can get it into Galen.
14 foul on Beckman, 2 on Western Dubuque. 11-10 Western Dubuque lead. Here's a right wing 3. No good. Too strong off the back of the rim by Goodman. Rebounded. That's going to be a foul behind on Jackson Bennett. Good sportsmanship there as he helps out Lehman after the hard foul from behind. Jackson Bennett will pick up his first foul. Team number 5 here. As to the line will go Kyle Lehman. As Lehman on the line for the first time. 3rd time tonight for the Bobcats offense. As Lehman is the 9th leading scorer on this team with 2 points a game. First one is good. He's a 46% free throw shooter coming in. As Lehman will have one more.
Number 21 for the Blazers,
John Gulick
just reports in.
As Gulick averages just about 2 points a game, his 8th leading scorer. The second one is good for Kyle Lehman. He's got 2 points, and it's a 3-point lead. Largest has been 6 in this first quarter so far for the Bobcats, with 50 seconds and counting here in quarter number 1. Galen has it left side. He's harassed by Carty. Now Bennett drives baseline. Low contact, put it up. No good off the backside. Tipped around by McDermott. That's going to be on the arm foul called as Mitch Galen. Good rebound inside. Right in the middle of the lane from 3 feet out. Hit on the arm by Kyle Lehman, as Lehman will pick up his first, as Lehman will have one. Team number 3 now for the Bobcats, as to the line. Mitch Galen, the first one is up and good. His second time to the line, he's 3 for 3 now. 5 points on the night for Mitch Galen. The leading scorer was 17 points tonight for this Beckman offense. A 65% free throw shooter coming in.
Yeah, both teams really get into the line a lot here early. We could really have some foul troubles here if it keeps up this pace here in the second quarter, as Blazers 3 on the Bobcats, but most of them have been shooting fouls, so could have a lot of fouls, free throws being shot here in the second quarter.
Second free throw is good for Galen. He's 4 for 4 now. 6 points. This ball is knocked away. Going to be a jump ball as Lake from behind had it knocked away. Austin Hermson for the Blazers. He is one of the seniors on this team for Coach Maloney and company. 10 seniors, 2 juniors, 3 sophomores. Bobcats have 5 seniors, 6 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 1 freshman for head coach Dennis Gary, assisted by Wayne Cusick. As there's his drive inside, Lake will go to the line to shoot.
It's a good move on that outside. Again, trying to go to the line. If I can't get a bucket in the paint here, I'm going to a free throw line. Lake's a really good free throw shooter.
Scott Oberding picks up the foul. His first, team number 6 for the Blazers. Lake to the line, where he's a 69% free throw shooter. The leading scorer on the team with 16 tonight.
Yeah, 22 seconds left in the first quarter, and Blazers they're at 16 fouls. They'll have Bobcats in a 1-on-1 the rest of the first half.
That one went down.
They're 7 for 7 from the free throw line here in the first quarter.
As the second one rolls around and pops on down as well. 4 for 4 for Jordan Lake. Great free throw. So far, 8 for 8 now for the Bobcats, and they lead by 3, 15-12. How important those free throws are, we see that every night out. As there is a ball in the active hands of Jordan Lake. 12.7 on the clock here in quarter one. 3-point lead for the Bobcats. Blazers have the ball going left to right. Final meeting here. These two teams in the WAMAC Conference at least. Driving in is Keegan, the baseline. Pull-up jumper from 7 feet out. No good. Too strong. Bounces out front. Rebounded by Lehman. And now Lake off and running. 2 seconds. He pulls up for a 3. No good off the back of the rim. And that's the way our first quarter will come to a close with the Bobcats leading 15-12. Second quarter on the way. Area boys basketball for KMC Sports.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for a new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
Anderson is the leader in doors and windows. They set the bar high with high-performing, dependable, energy-efficient products for your renovation and building projects. Contact your local vendor, Delhi Lumber, at 922-2404 for all of your window needs. Delhi Lumber, your authorized Anderson Windows dealer, big-town quality with small-town service.
This is Dr. Tim Collier from Dental Associates of Manchester. We take pride in the environment we provide our patients with a caring attitude and unsurpassed comfort. For the kind, compassionate, and competent dental care you deserve, call us at 927-GRIN. Dental Associates of Manchester, creating healthy smiles for life.
Long Beach studio producer Ashley Bramey back on East Main Street inside the studios of KMCH Radio. John Swisher, Bill Logan back with you. High atop Western Dubuque High School Gymnasium. Battle of the Bobcats and Blazer boys for the final time in the WAMAC Conference. 15-12. We're into the second quarter. Bobcats lead by 3. Both teams' starters are out there except for McDermott and for Beckman. We've got a travel first called from the far side official, and I agree. Mr. Wilden made the call as the shuffle the feet by C.J. McDermott before the contact that came, and we go back the other way. Bobcats have the basketball.
Yeah, I think he shoveled the feet, figuring there'd be some contact before that.
Wolfpool had this one knocked away as Keegan got his hands in there. Galen came up with it. There's Jackson Bennett drives in. There's contact in the air, and Alec Wolfpool will be the victim of either Wolfpool or there was another player there. We'll see. He got him with the body on the backside, and they do call it on Wolfpool as Wolfpool with his second foul. Bennett will go to the line for the second time. He's 1 of 2 so far. As we had 2 lead changes, 1 tie. Western Dubuque got off to a 5-0 run. They led by 3 at the end of the quarter, and they still lead by that 15-12 lead. As Jackson Bennett cannot get the first one to go, he'll have one more.
Yeah, Blazers 5 for 6 in the first quarter from that free throw line. Big number jumps out at me in the first half. Blazers had 4 turnovers. Bobcats did not have any.
Wow. Yeah, that's impressive indeed. We don't see many quarters with no turnovers. There's Bennett with a free throw up and good. He's 2 of 4 now from the line. Back to a 2-point game. 15-13. Bobcats up top with it. The new face, Grant Kelchin, in the lineup. As Kelchin is a 6'4 junior, one of the 6 juniors on this roster for Coach Garrity and company. Inside, great look by Lake. Got it to go. Kyle Cleary with a 2-footer, but that was all set up with the outstanding assist on the baseline drive, going left to right by Mr. Lake.
Yeah, he did a really, really nice job. I think he almost fooled Cleary that he got that ball to him, and Cleary says, well, I got to go up with it now. So great job there by Lake.
4-point lead. Drive inside. Keegan, no good, but he's fouled. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Beckman still doing a nice job of trying to get in there into that paint area there. That time, Keegan drove the left side of the baseline, going to go over the line and shoot 2.
Kyle Cleary picks up his first foul. Team number 5 now for the Bobcats. Beckman has 6. As Keegan on the line, the first one is up and good. Right through, nothing but nylon. He'll have one more. Michael Keegan, the third leading scorer on the team. 13 tonight. As Keegan, a 68% free throw shooter. He was the one that hit that running drive from the left side in Dyersville December 18th to send the game to overtime. Nice little pull-up, one-hand floater in the air. And then Western Dubuque went on to win that game by 8. One of their 5 overtime victories this season. Back to a 2-point game, 17-15 all the way in. Left hand on the left side off the window and good by Grant Kelchik. His second field goal. First or second? First. Just his first field goal. I marked another one down there. I forgot to give Cleary his. It's his first bucket. Back to a 4-point lead. 19-15. The advantage here for Western Dubuque.
Yeah, that was a good drive there by Kelchik. It just come off the bench. A nice left-handed. He's a right-handed shooter, but he drove down that lane left-handed down the left side, put a nice shot up and in.
Bobcats by 4. Just under 6 minutes to play, quarter number 2. Inside Overding fumbles the ball away, but he knocks it out to his opponent. Now Gailing and a foul call. Great assist inside. Keegan saw Gailing wide open. Calvin Harris got there and made sure he didn't make the shot. Gets the foul called on him as Gailing on the line. He's already been there 2 times, shot 4 free throws, 4 for 4. He's got 6 points. First one is up and good. 5 for 5 of the night for Mitch Gailing. Gailing comes in a 65% free throw shooter, is the number 1 scorer on the team, 17 points tonight.
Yeah, Sam Goodman comes back in, but that was great assist there, an attempt for an assist with that pass.
Gailing leaves this one short, his first free throw miss, and the Bobcats get the basketball, now going right to left. Nice pass inside, top of the key to the left block. Dale Carty off the window and good. Goodman with the assist. Carty's first field goal, back to 5-point lead for Western Dubuque. 21-16, 5.5 to go. Quarter number 1.
Yeah, he just did a nice job of sneaking in on the baseline there, wide open. Nobody caught him. Good look there.
Up top with it is McDermott. Pass right side. Gailing all alone. Harris made a wave at him, but let him go. Gailing up and good. He's got 9 points already. An offensive foul call as Goodman tried to drive, standing there and taking it as a Beckman player, as Goodman will get called for his second foul.
Yeah, that was kind of one of those ones that could have went either way, but I think Goodman probably ended up getting it because of the way he kind of fell so awkwardly. It just
off balance, out of control.
Yes. Yep. And then you sit there and say, geez, if that was a hard hit by the defensive player, he wouldn't have fell down quite so awkwardly. So, but player control foul.
But it's who initiates that contact, and there is McDermott, no good. There's a reach and got away with it. Keegan lost the ball after a hard swat. Getting away with it is Cleary. Now Bennett comes up with it. He drives, no good. He air banks it off the backside, rebounded by Kelchin, and Coach Garrity will take a timeout. 30-second timeout it is for Dennis Garrity and the Bobcats. 21-18 Western Dubuque, 4:48 to go here in the second quarter. 2 area teams this year out of 12 boys teams undefeated, North Lynn and Cascade, looking for a fun postseason here when that gets going here in a few weeks. And postseason when these 2 teams are concerned for Beckman in Class 2A District number 7, as those pairings came out, as the district groupings came out last week. The pairings will come out on Wednesday after a seating meeting coming up on Wednesday morning. Coach Maloney will travel to as district number 7. Beckman finds Jessup, North Fayette Valley, Oline, Sumner, Fredericksburg, and Waukon in theirs. As the 4A groupings substates came out on Friday, as Western Dubuque is in substate number 2 with Cedar Falls, Dubuque Hempstead, Waterloo East and West, and Mason City. Coach Garrity will have a seating meeting. Those will come out on February 7th. Back to action here after our first timeout. Bobcats have the 3-point lead, 4.5 to go. Here in quarter number 2. Up top with his Cleary, surveying. A right-handed dribble, thigh high, and he gives it up the leg. Now Kelchin has it. Inside, free throw line. Takes a dribble, jump stop, now out to Cleary. Did kill Carty. Cleary, right-handed hit by dribble. Now a chest side pass over to Carty. Drives in, kicks out. Harris wide open for a 3. Got it to go. Left wing, Calvin Harris, second 3 of the game. That's the second Bobcat 3. Third 3 of the game total. as Calvin Harris has 15 of 44 now on the season.
Yeah, you just can't leave him that wide open. He's a good enough shooter that uncontested, he can make that shot.
And there's a ball deflected away. Beckman faithful wanted contact, nothing doing. The Bobcats, Harris for another three. Splash City. Calvin Harris, back-to-back threes. 3 threes on the game, and Coach Maloney wants a timeout. He'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 27-18, just like that. It's 2 threes in a row.
And you don't realize how big three-pointers are until you make a couple of them. Take a three-point, a one-possession game, and then now all of a sudden a three-possession game.
About that.
You know, and right before the half like that, that's a nice little run for the Bobcats. And the Blazers, what they're going to want to do is just, go back to playing some solid defense. They've done a really nice job to those last 2 times down court. And Harris did a nice job of getting himself free behind the three-point line. A couple of wide-open shots, and he knocked them down.
9-point lead now, the largest for Western Dubuque. 27-18, 3:45 to go here in quarter number 2. Keegan will bring it up. Jackson Bennett, Mitch Gailing, Scott Oberding, and C.J. McDermott, the other 5 for the Blazers. It's Harris, Lake, Carty, Cleary, and Kelch, the 5 for Western Dubuque. 3:25 and counting here in quarter number 2. Oberding up top. Swing pass to the left wing, to the right wing. Keegan back to McDermott for a standalone 3. He's got that one to go. Gave him plenty of time. Couldn't get back out there. Was the guard on top of that zone for Western Dubuque. And taking advantage of it was C.J. McDermott, his first field goal of the game. A 3-pointer there for McDermott. That's his 6th of the season. He's 6 of 8 for in the 70% range there. A 6-point lead now, 27-21, 2:50 and counting here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, the Bobcats fell back into a 2-3 zone that time, and Beckman did a good job of just staying out behind the three-point line.
Nice pull-up jumper from 13 feet out inside the left wing. Blake buries it for his first field goal. What a job they've done on Jordan Lake. He's got the 6 points. The first 4 of those in the first quarter came from the charity stripe. His first field goal for the leading scorer was 16 points a night. He's shooting 42% from the field inside the three-point range, 26% from 3. Here's a turnover. Now Beckman gets it back, and a shooting foul called as the Blazers will go to the line in the form of Scott Oberding as they call the foul on.
Grant Kelcher got on a reach in, but if he hadn't gotten that, Oberding would have had an easy layup. So probably a good foul, make him go to the line and earn them.
Kelch's first, team foul number 8 now as it started out. A big difference. Beckman had the lead in that category. Now Western Dubuque has 8 team fouls, 6 for Beckman. Oberding, the first free throw is good. His first time there, he'll have 1 more. Scott Oberding, 4th leading scorer, 7 points a night, 67% from the free throw line, and he buries the second one as well. As Oberding having a nice night, 7 points. He's got his average right now with 2:20 and counting to go in the second quarter. 6-point lead for the Bobcats, 29-23. Here's a baseline jumper from Harris, no good. Pinball around, fighting for it was Lehman, but Jackson Bennett snares it away, and Beckman has the ball. Lake went for a steal, but Keegan with a fancy dribble around him and got by him over the timeline. Here's Oberding inside. No good on the shot. His contact game is Oberding going up for that one. Inside the right block as the foul comes on Cale Carty. He'll pick up his first and team number 9 here.
Yeah, we keep going to that free throw line, and the Blazers knocking down a nice percentage of them, but they're going to have to keep on. That's how you work your way back from a deficit.
Oberding gets the first one. He's 3 for 3 now. 8 points on the night for Scott Oberding. 2:02 to go, first half. And the second one's good as well. Nothing but net. 4 for 4 for Oberding. 9 points on the night.
Gulick coming in, and Oberding will take a break.
John Gulick was in earlier in this game in the first quarter. One of the 10 seniors on this roster for Coach Maloney. Coach Bennett Closman, both former Beckman players here under Coach Dan Corey. As there is a drive. Blake, no good. Knocked away. Thought there was some contact. Jackson Bennett came up with it. Now Bennett inside, a travel violation call as he took one too many steps, says the far side official. And we go back the other way.
Yeah, at least one. He went a long ways on that last dribble to get in that paint area. I thought he anticipated maybe some contact, didn't get it, and he kept going and got to travel.
Larry up top. Coach Maloney wanted explanation from the near-side official, Mr. Wilden. He gave it to him. Michael's still not happy with that call. He thought it was legal or there was some contact, as you alluded to. 4-point lead, 29-25, 1:15 and counting here in the second. Here's a drive-in Carty. Now Lake will drive in the right corner. Put the floater up, no good. Off the backside, pinball around. He got his hand on it again, did Lake. It bounced out to Kelchin. Driving is Cleary. That's no good. He thought there was some contact. He left it short. The ball pinballs away, and Beckman will come up with it with exactly under a minute, I should say, to go in this second quarter. As it bounces off the hand of Gailing as Bennett had it out top. 29-25, 4-point. Bobcat lead. Bennett hands it off to McDermott. McDermott up top with it between the legs dribble. Now left side. Keegan. Shot fake. He pulls it out with 40 seconds and counting. 29-25. Beckman trailing by 4. Bennett now left side. Inside. Now back out. Keegan for a deep three from downtown. Farley that time, no good off the back of rim. And it's rebounded by Cartino. A quick three by Western Dubuque. What? When you're wide open, you've made 3 already tonight. Why not? Calvin Harris is his 4th 3 of the game. And Harris gives his team a 7-point lead. And now we have a foul on the other end as Beckman tried to 10 seconds on the clock, a blocking foul. And C.J. McDermott go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Grant Kelchin tried to steal him off the baseline, but didn't get his feet over there in time. That'll be his second foul, team's 10. So double bonus here coming now for C.J. McDermott. And they got to figure out a way to get a hand on, get a body on Calvin Harris because he's just drilling them from that three-point line.
17 threes on the year, 4 tonight. One in the first corner, 3 in the second. First one is up and good by C.J. McDermott. McDermott with one more after making the first one. He's got 4 points. Sam Goodman comes back in for the Bobcats for the final 10.7 seconds here. Scott Oberding does the same for Beckman. 32-26. Bobcat lead by 6. Late in this quarter, number 2. McDermott at free throw. Spins around off the backside, rebounded by Calvin Harris. The Bobcats have it. 5 seconds on the clock. Driving in, Harris. Contact in the air, put it up. Bounces off the back rim, no good. It's a knockout away. Keegan for the three-quarters court shot. He got it to go. Oh, my goodness. From just beyond the three-point line on the other side of the court, Michael Keegan makes an incredible three-pointer and a 3-point lead here for Western Dubuque at the halftime break. Michael Keegan, he took his time, did not travel as you see some kids do, and what an incredible shot for Keegan at this 20-second three. And you should get 4 points for a shot like that, though, Logan.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that's kind of like that one they saw over the weekend. A freshman in high school just threw it, 84 feet, they said, and made it. But he just got it, and I thought maybe the clock was going to run out before he even got it. He knew it was closer. He just turned around and chucked it from about 70 feet probably and made it look like a three-pointer.
Just outside the three-point line, 70, 75 feet, somewhere around there. Unbelievable shot for Keegan. Gives the Blazers some momentum and confidence as they're only down by 3 now. Western Dubuque 32-29 here at the halftime break. As we will catch our breaths, gather up the stats, and come back, start with the halftime show. This is Western Dubuque and Beckman boys basketball, KMC Sports.
Jay's Auto Supercenter in Manchester has quality pre-owned vehicles, great financing options, a full-service department, body shop, and detail department. See their full line of vehicles online at jsautosales.net. That's Jay's Auto. Customer satisfaction is their #1 priority.
Jay's Auto!
Hi, this is Jamie Vasky at Don & Walt LLC, your independent Lennox dealer in Manchester, encouraging you to plan ahead. Have us check your heating or air conditioning unit before you need it. For residential or commercial plumbing and heating needs and top quality Lennox furnaces and heating units, see Don & Walt LLC.
Company in Dyersville.
Family fun and great food await you at Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille's Sports Bar. Come out for a fun night of bowling or watch the big game on their 10-foot HD big screen. And of course, great food and your favorite beverages. Lightning Lanes Family Center and Captain and Tennille Sports Bar on East Main in Manchester.
Farmers Savings Bank proudly supports all area athletes and their coaching staff. For all your banking needs, visit them in Colesburg, Elkport Garber, Strawberry Point, Arlington, and Aurora, or online at farmersavingsbank.com. Member FDIC.
Viafield is your headquarters for all your seed, chemical, and fertilizer needs. They have professional service and quality products needed to bring the best crop to market. Viafield, providing growth opportunity for 18 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota.
If you need residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical work, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical is proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans and wish them continued success. Put their team to work for you.
The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and the Dyersville Commercial recognize the hard work and dedication of all area athletes. Check out the weekly sports section in the commercial for scores and information. The Eastern Iowa Shopping News and Dyersville Commercial, supporting your communities.
For fan food, not fast food, visit your after-the-game headquarters, Manchester Dairy Queen. It's quick, it's easy, your family will love it. Manchester Dairy Queen.
Welcome back into Western Dubuque High School Gymnasium. John Swisher, Bill Logan back with you. Exciting into the first half as they lead as much as 9 at one time for Western Dubuque. Beckman clawing their way back into this one, only down by 3, 32-29 at halftime as a 70-foot plus three-pointer, three-quarters court shot for Michael Keegan. We saw 7 3-pointers, but no one bigger than that one is Keegan, and will get his team back within 3 as Western Dubuque has the 32-29 at the halftime break. Started out a 5-0 run for Western Dubuque to begin this game. We had 1 tie and 2 lead changes in the first quarter. Western Dubuque led after 1, 15-12. Then both teams scored 17 points in quarter number 2 with this 3-point lead, 32-29 Bobcats at the halftime break. Taking a look at the individual numbers, leading the way for Western Dubuque, Calvin Harris with 14 points. He's got 4 3-pointers. He came in the game with 13, up to 17 now on the 3-point count, as 2 free throws also in the first quarter for Harris. 3 of those threes in the second frame. 6 points for Jordan Lake, as he's got 4 of those from the charity stripe. 2 points for Cale Carty, 4 points for Alec Wolfpool. 2 apiece for Grant Kelchin, Kyle Cleary, and Kyle Lehman, all off the bench. So 6 bench points for the Bobcats. So they had 7 scorers in the column in this first half. For Beckman, they're led by Mitch Galing and Scott Oberding. The 2 postmen down low, both with 9 points, as Galing has 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Oberding 4, and a 3-pointer in there as well. 5 points for Michael Keegan with that huge 3, and 2 free throws before that in the second quarter. 2 points for Jackson Bennett, just 2 free throws for Bennett, the second leading scorer, coming in with 14 points tonight. And also 4 points for C.J. McDermott off the bench, who's got all 4 of the bench points so far. Entertaining first half, especially with the way that second quarter ended here. Billy, what else sticks out to you? What other numbers factor in here?
Well, the one thing that's going to stick out, we'll see at the end of the game, that 3-pointer, that could end up being a very crucial 3-pointer, and you just don't expect that. You got it right back to a 1-possession game, but statistic-wise, pretty even. Here in the first half for Western Dubuque, 6 out of 15 from 2-point range, 4 out of 7 from behind the 3-point line, for 10 out of 22, a little under 50%, right about their average. 8 for 8 from the free throw line, and all 8 of those in the first quarter. They did not get to the free throw line in that second quarter.
Incredible.
That's a big number right there. 4 turnovers in the first half, all in the second quarter. For the Blazers, they were 3 out of 10 from 2-point range, 3 for 5 from behind the 3-point line, 14 out of 18 from that free throw line, and they've got a game plan, and they're working it. We got to get the ball into the paint area, get to the free throw line, knock them down, maybe get them into foul trouble. But they're doing a really nice job of knocking them down so far. 7 turnovers. Rebounded, pretty close. I got Western Dubuque with 11 rebounds. 2 offensive, and 9 defensive rebounds. The Blazers, 9 rebounds, 2 offensive, and 8 defensive rebounds. So the score is a 3-point game, and the statistics are pretty darn close, so we should have a whale of a second half.
We should indeed. 32-29, Western Dubuque, the halftime lead. As Western Dubuque and Beckman boys basketball for the final time in the Wombat Conference play. Brought to you from KMCH tonight by all 47 of our sports boosters and our extra Beckman and Western Dubuque flavored sponsors tonight. Riker Shoes, CPS in Dyersville and Worthington. Also by County Disposal, Spring Drain Lawn Care, Meyer Mechanical, and Financial Strategies. Getting ready for the third quarter. We'll be back to do it more next. 32-29, Bobcats lead Beckman here at halftime. And we're back from KMCH Sports.
It's no secret that people come to Fairway in Manchester for their famous meats, but as you dash back to the counter to pick up
all area athletes and coaches and wish them the best for a fantastic season. Contact Vicki, Brenda, or Alice, your financial experts at Financial Strategies in Dyersville.
Head to Fireside Pub and Steakhouse before or after the game or anytime, featuring steaks, seafood, pasta, sandwiches, and even fresh-made pizza. They say it's the best around. Visit them on the web at firesidemanchester.com for a full menu and special offers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agents like me, Julie Smith, can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, I can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. For all your insurance needs, call in a winning team. The Julie Smith State Farm Agency in Manchester.
Stop by Dyersville Comics and Games, your local comic book and gaming store today. Gaming events go on daily, and there is a great selection of comics and games to choose from. It's definitely worth a stop. Dyersville Comic and Games, located on 2nd Avenue Southeast in Dyersville. Best of luck to all area athletes and coaches on a successful season.
The victory is yours at Victory Ford.
Hey, this is James Halverson, Service Manager at Victory Ford in Dyersville. Our service and parts team at Victory Ford is dedicated to keeping your car in tip-top shape. And our sales department makes buying a car easy and hassle-free. Stop out to Victory Ford in Dyersville or online at victoryfordonline.com. Good luck, athletes and coaches.
Riker Shoes is your specialty shoe store. They carry women's shoes to size 13 and men's to size 18. Riker Shoes, your sports shoes headquarters in Dyersville.
At Three Rivers, our customers come first. Your business is very important to us. Our goal is to provide you with the best products and service that you have come to expect from Three Rivers. Visit our website at threeriversfs.com or the location nearest you. Three Rivers, your partner in growth solutions.
Citizen State Bank, your locally owned, community-minded, and customer-oriented bank, is here to serve you. Choose one of their 7 convenient locations in Winthrop, Monticello, Manchester, Ryan, Strawberry Point, Hopkinton, and Nubiana. Citizen State Bank, community banking with people you know, member FDIC.
Jonathan back with you inside Western Dubuque High School as the final 2 quarters. You never know with these two teams. We might have some extra basketball tonight again, like we did back on December 18th. Between the two, they've seen 6 overtime games this year. Western Dubuque 5-0 in their 5. Beckman 0-1 in their 1. They've had 4 games go 5 points or less. They're 2-2. Western Dubuque gets the ball going left to right, a pass inside over the head of Lake out of his fingertips and out of bounds. As Beckman gets the ball now, 32-29, Bobcats just into the third quarter of play after 29 minutes first half as we started this game at 7:31.
And Western Dubuque just tried to run the old backdoor lob to Lake on the first possession, and the ball's just overthrown out of bounds. First turnover in the second half.
Verdang looking, gets help from Jackson Bennett. Deep 3, downtown Piazza, got it to go. Jackson Bennett with the 3 ball. Step back, downtown Piazza for Bennett. That's his 15-30 of the year, 15 of 39 for Jackson, around 40%.
Yeah, he was probably, that wasn't a real probably advised shot. He's probably going, no. Nice shot. Yeah. Because it was kind of a force shot. It wasn't like it was a wide open, but he did a nice job of knocking it down.
He stepped back onto the curb to make it the wide open shot. No good on the three by Goodman, left side. Backside rebound by Carty. That's our second tie of the game. We've got 2 lead changes now, 2 ties. Nice turnaround jumper inside. Going right to left in the middle of the lane by Wolfcool. No good. Off the backside, rebounded by Olberding. The Blazers have it. 32 all, 6:35 and counting in this third quarter. Gailing up top, left side of Jackson Bennett. Now Gailing. Now Olberding to Krantz, right side. Back left side of Keegan. Bounce pass. Short corner. Baseline drive. Turns around into the contact. No good. Bennett trying to tip it back as this ball is going to be out of bounds, and it'll go Beckman basketball. A fight for it with 4 jerseys of each color right in the middle of the lane there. Went out of bounds off of Beckman, says the baseline official, Mr. Wilden, with 6:10 and counting, third quarter. It's a tie ball game. And here we have a holding foul. Krantz is going to get called for it off the ball, and that'll be 3 on Krantz, correct?
Yeah, and he had 2 early, and then Blazers, they never had a foul in the second quarter.
Wow. It's now baseline inbounds, Western Dubuque. As Clary,
Haven't Bennett tuck his shirt in.
yeah, as Cale Cartier, I should say. Now, after some thinking about it, Coach Maloney's going to get Krantz out of there, and McDermott will check in. Tie ball game, 6:11 to go, third frame. Here's a step-back jumper from 10 feet, no good. Off the side of the backboard by Calvin Harris, and clearing the rebound is Keegan. It's Gailing, Jackson, Bennett, Keegan, McDermott, and Olberding, the 5 for Beckman. Here's a shot fake. McDermott can't get it to go. Wolfcool snuck his way in front of him and grabbed the rebound. As Jordan Lake, left side to Carty. No good. Off the backside, rebounded by Bennett. There's Harris avoiding a foul there, almost on the back of Bennett. Here's a nice pass up ahead. McDermott in the air, contact call on Jordan Lake, and CJ McDermott to roll the line to shoot 2.
There again, the Blazers really making a conscious effort to work that ball inside, and that formula worked well for them in the first half, getting the free throw line 18 times.
Trying to get their first lead in this game since the first quarter, and Beckman does right there. A third lead change, and the Blazers have the advantage by 1, 33-32. Their largest lead in the game has been just the 1-point mark. Came early in the first quarter. And the second one is good, as the Blazers lead 34-32 now. 6 points on the night for C.J. McDermott, coming in fifth leading scorer with 5 a game, 34-32. Lake inside, nice adjustment of that one, put it up, no good. Gilling got the rebound and then knocked away from behind. Contact came to go back the other way as they call the foul on Calvin Harris. It'll be 2 on Harris. Team number 2 here in the second half. 5:27 to go. Third quarter, 34-32. Beckman the lead, and the ball out there for Western Dubuque is Goodman, Carty, Harris, Wolfcool, and Lake. Bennett has it up top, left wing, guarded by Harris. Step back, thought about the 3, shot fake, now passes it to McDermott. He swings it right wing to Olberding. Olberding looks to the baseline where Bennett was coming. Now a pass thrown, trying to get to Keegan, but stolen away. Goodman off and running, scoring off the square of the window, and good for Sam Goodman. His first field goal of the night, as Sam Goodman comes in the fifth leading scorer with 6 points a game. First one right there, ties the game up for our third time, 34 all.
Yeah, he'll buy his pass, good steal, and there was the first bucket of the second half.
Going into the contact, Gailing lost the ball, got it back, put it up over Wolfcool, and good. Mitch Gailing, 11 points on the night. He had 2 field goals in the first 2 quarters. Now contact coming. As to the line will go the Bobcat offensive player Calvin Harris, as Olberding will get his second foul. Harris on the line for the second time. He's 2 for 2, 14 points, leading the way for either team here tonight so far in the offensive category. The first one is up and rattles around, flops out the left side. No good on the first one. He'll have one more.
Yeah, and as much as we had fouls and free throws that first half, with a close game like this and defensive effort by both teams, both of them wanting to go into that paint area offense, we're going to see a lot of free throw shooting here the rest of this contest.
Second free throw up, nothing but net, and good for Harris. 3 of 4 on the line. on the night for Harris, 15 points for Calvin. The Division I Ole Miss baseball recruit. Harris only a sophomore at 6'2" in stature. 36-35, there is contact. Gehling had to get the ball back, put it up, and got it to go. What aggressive move by Mitch Gehling. He shot 13, and we said this is a different offensive team, and there's Harris for a jumper. Gehling up in the air. Harris draws the foul, went up and had Gehling contact him on the arm. Harris gets the bucket to go. He's got 17. And a free throw coming here. Good offensive plays back-to-back on both ends.
Yeah, and that's just, we're going to see that the rest of the night. They're going to both be very, very aggressive, and you're going to have to take care of possessions of the basketball. And when you get to that line, you better knock them down.
The three-point play is intact there. The free throw good by Harris, and our fourth tie of the game now. 38 all. Inside, this is McDermott. Out to Gehling. Orbiting. Right side to Keegan. Inside, short corner. Turns around. Contact coming there. Jackson Bennett contacted on the arms. Goodman thought he had the ball, but a little bit too much contact there. From our angle as well. And Goodman, that'll be his third, I believe, if it's on him. And it is. His third. Bennett on the line to shoot two.
Again, getting into that paint area. Jackson not afraid to try to get in there and go to the line. Made the Cardinal Center bringing it down. And Goodman tried to go for the strip, didn't get it.
Bennett unties this game. Our fourth lead change after 4 ties in this game.
Kelchin comes in for Goodman, as well as Cleary.
Has the second one good by Bennett as well. Jackson Bennett, 5 points in this third quarter. He's got 7 on the night.
Krantz coming back in for the Blazers. 3 fouls at the 3:50 mark here in the third quarter. So see if he can go the rest of the way.
A travel call up top with a Kelchin before he got rid of it to Lake. The 2-point Beckman lead. 40-38, 3:45 to go here in the third quarter. Shaping up to be another close one. It was a 66-58 overtime win in Dyersville back on December 18th for the Bobcats. And there is a near travel. Overding plays through it, put it up, no good off the backside. Rebound, McDermott. Gehling got it, then swiped away. Lake all the way in, off the window. Ooh, that was close for a goaltending. Nothing called. Put back up. That's no good. Kelchin able to get the ball. What a block there. Beckman player now a travel up top by Kyle Cleary. And we go back to other way. Fast-paced game. This was someone had an incredible block. Was it Gehling or Overding?
Gehling.
What a block by him.
Yeah.
That's as close as you can get to goaltending and not have it called there. Tremendous athletic move to get up there and knock that ball away before it got in the cylinder.
Yeah, that's what the home crowd was trying to get the call there.
And Coach Garrity.
Yeah, if not a goaltending, at least a foul or something. Because that was a sure 2 points.
There was no contact there that I saw, so the goaltend was the only thing that was going to come. And the officials let it go from their angle. It was not the case, and we play on with Beckman having the ball, going right to left. 40-38, 3 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. Bennett has it up top, dribbling. Right-handed hip-high dribble. Now Overding, right side, Krantz. Back to Overding. Krantz is in there with 3 fouls. 2:50 and counting here in the third frame. Bennett almost loses it. It's knocked away, and then a foul coming. Coach Garrity can't believe it with a loose ball foul. As on-the-arm foul called, grabbing from behind as he poked the ball away. Kyle Cleary gets his second foul called. 4 on the Bobcats, 3 on Beckman. 40-38, Blazers by 2. 2:46 to go, quarter number 3.
Yeah, and you're never going to fault a kid for a hustle foul like that, trying to get that ball knocked loose. And if they hadn't gotten it, they might have got a breakaway layup had that ball got knocked away.
Driving all the way in. Keegan off the window and good. Split to the defender, shifty footwork. A nice dribble and a bounce jump stop up off the window and good by Michael Keegan. He's got 7 points now. Largest lead of the game for Beckman of 4. 42-38, 2:15 and counting third quarter. Nice pass by Lake inside. Kelchin off the window and good. He's fouled. We'll go to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Grant Kelchin gets his second field goal tonight. He's got 4, looking for 5 here as they call the foul on.
Galen got his second, but what an assist by Jordan Lake as he drove in there. They crashed on him thinking he was going to go up and shoot the little runner. Nice pass to Kelchin.
And Kelchin gets the free throw. 5 points on the night for him. Kyle Lehman and Sam Goodman come back in to join Harris, Lake, and Carty for the Bobcats. It's McDermott, Oberding, Bennett, Galen, and Keegan, the 5 for Beckman. 1 point lead for the Blazers, 42-41, 2:05 and counting here in the third quarter. Here's Bennett up top, harassed by Harris. Now right side, Goodman is on Keegan. McDermott now has Carty on him. Gets it right side to Galen. 1:50 and counting third quarter. 1 point lead for Beckman. The Blazers, they're 10-6 record. They're 6-5, good for fourth place in the east side of the conference. Western Dubuque, number 1 in the conference, 10-1 record. There's contact coming as Galen going to the rack hard. Underneath, undercutting in there a little bit was Lehman for the hard contact foul. As Galen was on the line to shoot two.
Yeah, and the way both of them went down, it's just good to see both of them come back up because Lehman a little bit late trying to get underneath there to try to draw the charge, but he stopped what would have been an easy layup.
And the free throw up and good by Mitch Galen. He continues his great shooting ways. He's 6 of 7 now for the free throw line with one more. Got 14 points, 5 in this third quarter after having 9 at halftime. 43-41, make that 44-41. 2 more free throws there. 3-point lead for Beckman. 1:41 to go here in the third quarter.
And neither team really able to separate themselves right now. Each time somebody gets a 2, 3, 4 point lead, the other team seems like they come right back and they get it close again here. So, you know, if one of these teams go on like an 8-0 run, sure would be huge.
Harris with the drive to the baseline, no good, but deflected out away. Kelchin back to him. There's a ball blocked away, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Western Dubuque. It's Beckman basketball. Bobcat faithful wanting some contact underneath. Nothing coming. We'll go back the other way. 3-point lead for Beckman. 1:22 to go. Largest lead for Western Dubuque. Came back in the first quarter, a 9-point lead. They led by 3 at halftime, 32-29. Beckman leads 44-41 here with 1:10 and counting in this third quarter. A pass inside, that's going to be Harris. He's grabbing the arm of Galen, jumping up in the air, trying to get that ball away. And Calvin Harris, that'll be his third foul. So the second Bobcat with 3 fouls. The other one is Sam Goodman, team number 6 for Western Dubuque.
Yeah, that's more important. Is that the 6th one? That's going to put the Blazers in the bonus the rest of the game.
Here's Galen inside, turnaround jump hook, left to right in the middle of the lane, no good. Left it short, rebounded by Kelchin. Here comes Western Dubuque. Oh, trying to get in that seam. Goodman, now it's knocked away. McDermott, he's going to be out of bounds. Yeah, Coach Maloney wanted a timeout, but there was really no possession there. He was trying. McDermott was sliding a baseball slide out of bounds, trying to get that ball. He was out of bounds when he touched it. And it'll go Western Dubuque. Great effort there. 44-41 Beckman inside. Ball goes out of bounds, and it goes to Beckman as Kelchin could not handle that pass across the lane. I believe Goodman drove, but a hard pass in the lane bounces out of bounds. It's 44-41 Beckman, 50.7 on the clock here in this third quarter of play.
Yeah, just a little too strong a pass for that short a pass and right through the hands and out of bounds. 5th turnover on the Bobcats here in the third quarter. They had 4 the entire first half.
Overding, bounce pass. McDermott able to get on the baseline, but out of bounds, saving it, but he gets it back into Harris out top. Now Western Dubuque has it going left to right. Up top, Goodman. Left side, Lake thought about 3, put on the floor. John's all the way in, scoop shot, no good. Left it. Nothing but glass off the backside. Now fighting for the rebound. Keegan gets it off of Lake, who is out of bounds, and we go back the other way. Beckman basketball.
Yeah, they were both out of bounds, and Keegan didn't have any choice, but he just kind of grabbed it. Here, it's off for you.
Keegan was up in the air out of bounds, and the other man, Lake, was out of bounds standing on the floor. Keegan, nice balancing act to stay up off the ground and get that one out of bounds, and the call came from Mr. Gasper. This one's knocked out of bounds as McDermott had it in front of the Beckman bench, and the Blazers will get the ball back with 17.5 to go here in the third quarter. Still a Beckman lead. Haven't seen any points here in a few minutes. Kyle Cleary hustles to the table and gets in before the ball is inbounded. As Sam Goodman will take a breather. He's one of the 2 Bobcats on the floor. with those 3 fouls. Harris stays in there with 3. Bennett has it, guarded by Harris. Puts on the floor. It's knocked away by Lake. But the Blazers get it back. Good pass there. Gailing to McDermott, the assist. McDermott to Oberding. And now Harris crashes in. He puts it up. No good. Partially blocked away by Gailing. Half-quarter shot. No good that time by Keegan. As that's the way the third quarter comes to a close. A 5-point lead. 46-41. The 5-point lead for Beckman as we enter the fourth quarter of play. This is Beckman and Western Dubuque basketball from KFC Sports.
For your fertilizer, chemical, and agronomy needs, call Gary Menson at CPS in Dyersville and Worthington. Good luck to area athletes, coaches, and fans for a successful season from everyone on Team Dyersville and Team Worthington at Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington.
This is Jamie Vaskey, the voice of the West Delaware Hawks, and I've had the chance to review the Good Neighbor Society's playbook, and I got to tell you, they are friends in your neighborhood, designing plays to get you home fast. If you need help getting back in the game, contact the Good Neighbor Society Rehab to Home team at 563-927-3907.
The Edgewood Reminder is proud to support all the area teams in athletic action and appreciates their efforts in the classroom and during sports. Check out all the sports photos in each week's issue of the Edgewood Reminder.
Bi-County Disposal Incorporated for all your commercial and construction disposal needs. Best of luck to all the area athletes and coaches from everyone at Bi-County Disposal Incorporated in Dyersville, serving Dubuque and Delaware counties.
John and Bill back with you. 46-41. Fresh 8 minutes started on this fourth quarter clock. Beckman has the 5-point lead. Their largest lead of the game. They once trailed by 9 way back in the first quarter. As there is a, what we have there?
3-second call.
3-second call came on Beckman. We go back the other way as Beckman outscoring Western Dubuque 17-9 in that third quarter. With a 5-point lead here as the fourth is underway. Carkey, Harris, Cleary, Lake, and Wolfcool, the 5 for Western Dubuque. Here's a pass into Wolfcool. There's body contact, you betcha. Straight up and down, but pushing foul with his body, not in defensive position. Going into the man who was up in the air, Wolfcool, Scott Oberding. He'll get his third foul as Oberding's out there with Bennett, McDermott, Gailing, and Keegan for the Blazers. They lead by 5, 7:27 to go, quarter 4.
Yeah, that was a great bounce pass in there by Harris to get that ball inside the Wolfcool to try to get some point in that paint area. Couldn't do it, but they're going to go to the line and miss the free throw on the first shot.
First time at the line for Wolfcool. It spins around and pops out left side. The second one no good. Too strong at the back of the rim. The rebound goes to Carty, right side. Here's Lake for a three. Spins around and goes on down. Jordan Lake with the three-pointer, his first 3 of the game. Only 9 points for Lake. They've done a nice job defensively, coming in averaging 16. That's his 18th three of the year. And there is a running shot inside by Beckman.
Yeah, Connor McDermott split the defenders, went right in, put it off the glass. So a great move there by McDermott to be able to not draw the charge.
Back to a 4-point lead, 48-44. Lake up top, Cleary goes in, now kicks it back out to Carty. Now Harris will right hand, hip high, dribble it up top. Just inside the Bobcat logo at half court. Now all the way in. Off the window and good. Calvin Harris having a tremendous offensive game. He's got 6 points in the second half. 20 on the night now for Harris. The average is 15 coming in. And 2-point game here. No good for Oberding. Gets the rebound over the smaller Carty. Oberding got the second attempt to go. He's got himself 13 points on the night. For Oberding, he's averaging 7 coming in. A missed shot there. Rebound secured by Oberding and a foul on Western Dubuque.
Yeah, they're again doing a nice job clearing off the boards. Harris with that missed 3-pointers. Beckman clears it out on that rebound as Oberding gets it. They draw the foul.
Kyle Cleary, I believe, will get the foul call. The 32nd timeout here for Dennis Garrity. As the 17th foul, as Bill talked about, we'll have 1-on-1 with Oberding coming up to shoot. As coming up here for both of these teams after tonight, only 3 left for Beckman. Western Dubuque has 4 games left for the Blazers. They'll be at home in Dyersville for Canamosa coming to town on Friday night. And Central DeWitt will be the opponent next Tuesday at home, and then at Independence next Friday as they will start their tournament trail that next week. As for Western Dubuque, 4 games left, as I mentioned, in Manchester inside Cedar Gymnasium Friday night, a game you can hear right here back on KMCH Sports with Bill and I starting around 7:30. So Hawks and Bobcats get together for the second time. Hawks won an entertaining contest here back January 9th, 63-53. Then it's Dubuque Hempstead at home that Saturday, the 3rd, this coming Saturday. Then at South Tama, and Macokota rounds it out on the 13th before Western Dubuque will start their postseason that next week after Valentine's week. The first one is up and good for Oberding to give the Blazers a 5-point lead and make that 6 now. Oberding with 2 more free throws, the largest lead now of 6 on the night for Beckman. 52-46, 6-10 and counting. Still plenty of time. Harris for a 3 left corner. Too short. He knew it. Fouled the shot, got the rebound. He lost control of it, put it up, and a foul coming. Harris will go to the line and shoot 2. Great job of staying with it. Galen can't believe it. He didn't think there was much contact, but enough for the call to come. Mitch Galen. Oh, no, they gave it to Oberding. I saw Galen and Bennett there. Did not see Oberding. And that'll be the 4th on Oberding. Did you see Oberding around?
I would not.
He must have came to the backside. Galen couldn't believe it was on him. Well, that's probably why. Must have came, Oberding came in from behind, and the first free throw is up and good. He stuck in there without us seeing him either as Oberding picks up 4. He'll go out for a breather now. And to
Dylan Johnson comes in for the first time tonight, too, off the bench for the Bobcats. A freshman in his first game time action. What a time to come in.
As Harris with the second free throw up and good. 2 free throws good. 52-48, 4-point lead. Kyle Clary comes back in for Calvin Harris. Harris will come out and take a quick breather here with 3 fouls.
And that's what it'll be. All it'll be is a quick breather. So maybe a possession and get him right back in the game.
21 points on the night for Calvin Harris. Tremendous game for the Division I sophomore baseball player heading to Ole Miss. 5:50 and counting here in the 4th. Inside McDermott has a defender on his hip. Nice move inside, but it's blocked away by the freshman. Making a presence already, Dylan Johnson blocking that one away. The 6'5 freshman now all the way in. A shot up there, no good by Cleary. Pass ahead, saving it out of bounds. Bennett going up. He is hit on the arm. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Connor Krantz with a great job saving that ball from going out of bounds. Made that play as Bennett on the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and that foul is going to be on Kyle Cleary, and that'll be his 4th. But more importantly for the Blazers, they're continuing to go to that free throw line. And they 14 out of 18 in the first half. They are 8 out of 8 in the second half.
Bennett on the line for 2. Up and good for Jackson Bennett.
And the thing that I've seen tonight from the Blazers, they just look so confident at that free throw line tonight. It's just like, I want to get fouled, go to the line and get those points at the line. They're just doing a tremendous job of shooting tonight.
64% as a team coming in. Bobcats have the advantage. They're near 70% coming into tonight. As Bennett can't get the second one to go. Well, that happens sometimes. 5.5 to go here in the 4th. There's a drive by Lake. He faded away from the contact instead of going into it. Left it short right side. And the Blazers have the ball, a 5-point lead. 53-48, 5:20 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Pass inside, contact there. Got away with the travel, but the contact wasn't called, so they let it go. As McDermott can't get it to go. It's off the backside, rebounded by Western Dubuque. Lake will get it out top. He is in there with Goodman, Johnson, Cleary, and Harris, the 5 for the Bobcats. It's Bennett, Krantz, Keegan, Galen, and McDermott for Beckman. Inadvertent pass there. Johnson lost the handle, went across the lane to Cleary. Put it up. That's no good. Beckman comes away with the ball. The Bobcats still trail by 5. 4:45 and counting. Here's Keegan. He's going to dribble this one out of bounds. He's lost control of the ball as he's trying to dribble in with a defender, Lake, right on him. And now the senior leadership of Jordan Lake settling his teammates down. Some, hey, let's go. We need to get a shot here, get a good look, and giving guys high fives and telling them, let's go. Let's get a basket here.
Yeah, I see Coach Maloney over there just settle down. Yeah,
from the sideline.
Got a little excited there and dribbled the ball right out of bounds.
Here's Lake. Both teams really getting after Jordan, driving all the way in, high off the window and good. How about that? The senior leader taking it on his shoulders, driving all the way in. It's only his second field goal in the fourth. He's got 5 points all in his fourth quarter. Now Goodman gets the steal. He waits for the defender to get up in the air, puts it up and good. Rolls around and jumps on down. Sam Goodman with the steal on Keegan, on a Krantz, I should say, inside the timeline. He gets the bucket to go. It's a 1-point game. 53-52 Beckman. 4 minutes and counting. Here in the fourth quarter. Inside to Keegan. From Bennett out top. Keegan, baseline drive. Kicks it out. Bennett drives baseline. Almost travels and gets rid of it. Krantz for a three. Right wing. Got it to go! Connor Krantz, huge three. What do you know? His first bucket of the game. His first shot of the game. Oh, gives the Blazers a 4-point lead. 56-54. Couchin for a three. You can count that from the left wing. Grant Couchin for his third field goal of the game. His first three, as Couchin has 7 on the year.
Yeah, he was wide open too, and he says, if you can make it, so can I. And right now, it's just teams matching each other shot for shot.
What else would we expect? A 1-point game. The final meeting between these two teams in WAMAC Conference play. And the final meeting, at least for a season, as they're not on each other's schedule, non-conference style next year. 56-55, Coach Maloney will take a timeout. His second 30-second timeout called. We'll keep it here, 56-55, 3:02 to go in quarter number 4. To talk about this series, 86-2003, the two teams are in the same conference in the Big Bend. From 03 to 2018 now, the WAMAC Conference. The last 11 games here in Epworth dating back to 2007. Western Dubuque has the advantage 6-5. The all-time series back to 2006, 13-10. Beckman has that advantage in the last 23 meetings. 32 years in the same conference. The final conference meeting here tonight, at least for the foreseeable future, is Beckman has the 1-point lead, 56-55, 3:02 to go in quarter number 4.
Yeah, we got an awful event. They've been full 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in this contest because both these teams are going to give every ounce of energy that they've got to try to will their team to this victory.
Up top with it is Keegan. Left side, McDermott inside. Galing puts on the floor. Back out. Wide open three for Krantz. He's stealing again. Connor Krantz. Second shot, second make. Both three-pointers. He's got 11 now the year. 11 of 37. Now the year. Lake find the opening. All the way in. Off the window and good. The speedy shiftiness of Jordan Lake. That's his third field goal in the fourth quarter. He's got 7 in the fourth. 13 on the night with a senior leading guard, Jordan Lake, the 6'1 senior. 59-57 Beckman. 2:15 and counting. Quarter number 4. Overding has it right wing. Guarded by Goodman. Gets rid of it for the 5-second count. Keegan has it. He has the advantage there. Drives in. No good. But Galing with the rebound. Put up off the window. And good. Mitch Galing. That's his first bucket in the fourth. Now we have an injured Blazer on the baseline as the score is 61-57. Beckman. It is Keegan.
Yeah.
Michael Keegan down. The talented sophomore on this roster for Coach Mike Maloney and company in his first season as Keegan, one of 3 sophomores on the squad for Beckman, as he'll be able to walk off on his own.
Yeah, I think he's right hip. When he got hit there a little bit underneath, no foul was called, but he went down hard, and the way he's kind of getting up and stretching that leg out, kind of rubbing that hip a little bit. I think he probably fell on that right hip, but trainer looking at him right now, and I would bet you within the next minute he's going to be right back in that contest because that is not going to keep him out of this game.
No, the 28-year-old Michael Maloney, the 5th coach since 1966 when the program started at Beckman High School, when the school started. As there's a foul inside, Lake will go to the line.
Yeah, he tried the backdoor lob, and Connor Krantz is going to get his 4th foul. Send Lake to the line to shoot the bonus.
So it's on the floor foul. Jordan Lake on the line. His third time there tonight. He's 4 for 4. The first one for Lake. Up and good. Up in the net. He'll have one more. The 69% free throw shooter. Kyle Lehman back in. As Couchin will head to the bench. 61-58 now. The 3-point lead for Beckman. 1:55 to go in the game. In Dyersville, it was reversed. It was Beckman battling back to force overtime. Can Western Dubuque do it here at home? And there's a no good on the free throw off the left side. Almost retrieved by Carty, but Beckman comes away with it. And the Blazers have the ball. Bennett, extended right wing. Gets it right elbow to Overding. He kicks it back out. Up top, McDermott. Dangerous pass. But coming away with it is Krantz. Back to McDermott. Right side, Overding. Guarded by Carty. Now Galen. Up by 3. The Blazers taking some time off the clock with a minute and a half to play in the game. Krantz has it right side to Overding. Overding, McDermott, Krantz. Galen and McDermott, the 5 for the Blazers. Lehman, Goodman, also Harris, Carty, and Lake, the 5 for Western Dubuque. Galen has it inside right wing. Then it puts on the floor all the way in, opening off the window and good. Right by Jordan Lake. As Jackson Bennett pressed the move on the baseline drive. His second field goal here in the second half. Back to a 5-point game, 63-58. Now we have a quick drive on the other way in is Jordan Lake. As a blocking foul called on Beckman now.
Connor McDermott's going to get the foul.
It was not Lake, it was Goodman, as McDermott will pick up his second foul. Goodman on the line, but he has not been yet tonight. He's got 4 points, 18 fouls apiece for the 1-and-1 shooting here.
63% free throw shooter on the year, so the lowest percentage of any of the 5 starters, but this is crunch time.
Goodman, the 5th leading scorer with 6 points tonight. As the first one go in, he'll have one more. 63-59, back to 4-point lead for Beckman. Exactly 1 minute of play here in this quarter number 4. Beckman and Western Dubuque. Final WAMAC conference meeting between the two schools in boys basketball. The girls basketball finale will be tomorrow night. Goodman makes the second one as they'll play in Dyersville tomorrow night for Beckman and Western Dubuque. Goodman the second one, and it cuts it to a 3-point game. A full timeout call for Western Dubuque. We'll take it with them back after this from KMCH Sports.
TriVet Associates is a mixed animal veterinary clinic with offices in Farley, Dyersville, and Holy Cross. Our 8 doctors serve the Dubuque, Manchester, Guttenberg, and Cascade areas and provide veterinary services to both large and small animals. For more information, find us on Facebook or visit our website, trivetinc.com.
High-Tech Communications is your local service provider for telephone systems, fire detection, audio, video, security and surveillance systems, wiring, and more. High-Tech has decades of experience in the industry. Contact High-Tech at 563-927-4936, online at hightechcommunications.us. High-Tech Communications, changing your world with technology.
Are you looking for great food and a unique atmosphere? Then make Okoboji Grill your next lunch or dinner destination, or enjoy 2-for-1 happy hour every Monday through Thursday from 4 until 6 p.m. That's Okoboji Grill, 1749 Golf Course Boulevard in Independence. Okoboji Grill, where good friends meet.
Back in Western Dubuque High School Gymnasium, John and Bill, glad to have you along for this entertaining matchup. Beckman and Western Dubuque, final time in the WAMAC Conference. 3-point lead for the Blazers. There's the inline play where Bennett comes in. Keegan goes out, dribbles past the timeline. They do not have numbers 2-on-3. They kick it back out. How long will they be able to stall before Western Dubuque decides to foul? Bennett to Galen, right side to Overding. 45 seconds and counting. 3-point lead here. And they're telling them who they want to foul, but no one's fouling yet. When they have to foul, they know who they want. They just talked about in the huddle. Here's Bennett, drives baseline, all the way in, put it up and good. Off the window on the left side, Jackson Bennett took advantage of the defensive gap he saw in front of him, and it gives his team a 5-point lead. Here's Cleary off the window. That's no good. And the rebound by Galen. 5-point lead for Beckman, 20 seconds to go. Beckman trying to get the final win ever in WAMAC Conference play. Western Dubuque still not fouling, and they finally do now. As the foul comes, as shooting will be Jackson Bennett. And they call the foul on Calvin Harris, his 4th. Jackson Bennett on the line to shoot the 1 in the bonus as the 19th foul. Grant Kelchin comes back in for Kyle Lehman for the Bobcats. So 1 in the bonus here, 15 seconds to go in the game. It's a 5-point Beckman lead.
Yeah, in the last possession, they took 30 seconds, so that 60 seconds left in the game off the clock.
Great job.
Jackson Bennett got to drive to the baseline.
Taking care of the ball as they've done pretty much all night.
Yeah, they've done a tremendous job of that. I've got them for 13 turnovers on the night.
Who had no turnovers in the first quarter? Was that Western Dubuque?
Yeah, they had Bobcats had no turnovers the first quarter.
First one up and good for Bennett. It's a 6-point game. Second one on the way, and that's good as well. 7-point lead. France comes out. C.J. McDermott back in. 67, 16, 15 seconds. Wake Sport to bounce to him. Then the clock starts. He'll take a deep three from downtown Balltown. No good for the right wing. Bounded out. Beckman. Western Dubuque. See if the foul. Nope, they're not going to foul. There it is. Beckman gets the win. Big win for the Blazers on the road. They upset the number 1 team in the conference and get the final win here at Western Dubuque High School in this series in Wombat Conference play. Our final, Beckman 67 and Western Dubuque 60. We will take a timeout. Our postgame starts next as Beckman gets a 7-point win. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
When selecting the right tire for your vehicle, you want choice. Bobin Tire and Automotive Service in Manchester gives you choice with the top tire brands available today. For the tire choice you want and the service your vehicle needs, see Bobin Tire and Automotive in Manchester. Open Saturdays for your convenience.
For residential, commercial, or farm lawn care, Spring Green Lawn Care in Dyersville is who to call. They're licensed and insured. Call Dwayne for free estimates. Spring Green Lawn Care is your full-service lawn care company in Dyersville.
Whether it's an orthopedic, sports, or occupational injury you are suffering from, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services has you covered. With a customized treatment program, Regional Medical Center Therapy Services can get you back on track in the active game of life. Regional Medical Center, excellence in healthcare, close to home.
Insurance is a contract to protect what you value the most, whether it's your auto, home, business, health, or even your life. AAA and People's Insurance Agency have been protecting all of your assets for years. So please call your local licensed AAA agent at Mormon Insurance Agency, a member of People's Insurance in Manchester, for a free review of all of your insurance needs, because trust is everything.
This is Phil from Gateway Appliance in Manchester. When you need service, call us. If it's time for new appliance, we have the selection you're looking for. Gateway Appliance Sales and Service, 111 West Main Street in Manchester. Or find us online at gateway.biz. That's G, the number 8, WAY.biz, and on Facebook.
If you need residential and commercial plumbing, heating, and electrical work, call Meyer Mechanical in Dyersville. Meyer Mechanical is proud to support all area athletes, coaches, and fans and wish them continued success. Put their team to work for you.
Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory wishes all the best to the athletes and appreciates their hard work and scholastic efforts throughout the year. For personal, caring service, Leonard Muller Funeral Home and Crematory in Manchester, Edgewood, and Strawberry Point.
Hey KMCH listeners, GMB is proud to support our area athletes and help bring the sport to you. The GMB Bank team reminds you whatever your financial goals, we're here to help you reach them. Stop by our Manchester location or visit us online at gnbbank.com. Member FDIC.
Going above and beyond is a standard of care at Above and Beyond Home Health and Hospice Care. Their compassionate staff care deeply about the comfort of their patients. A nurse is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Above and Beyond Healthcare, the more they care, the more beautiful life becomes. Proudly serving Jones, Jackson, Johnson, Lynn, Clayton, and Delaware counties.
At Dupaco Community Credit Union, we know debt happens. A debt checkup from Dupaco ensures it's not costing you more than it should. With historic low interest rates, now is the time to bring your loans to Dupaco. Contact us at 563-927-6187 or visit dupaco.com.
The Manchester Press is your community newspaper. Check out the sports section for game stats and photos of area players and game highlights. The Manchester Press, serving the area for over 130 years.
Financial Strategies, proud to support all area athletes and coaches and wish them the best for a fantastic season. Contact Vicki, Brenda, or Alice, your financial experts at Financial Strategies in Dyersville.
At Precision Collision, we are committed to providing you with high-quality auto body repair and paint refinishing. Our expertly trained technicians can repair all accidental damage and get you back on the road in no time. Come visit me, Jeff, for a free estimate. We are located along Highway 20 at the Delaware turnoff. Precision Collision, one call does it all, quality guaranteed.
Great food and great fun with friends. That's what's waiting for you at Beaver's Lounge in Manchester. Check out their Thursday night bucket of wings special and Friday night fish special. Beaver's also has a different lunch special every Monday through Friday. Beaver's Lounge on the corner of Main and Madison in downtown Manchester. Leave it to Beaver's to show you a good time.
Back into Western Dubuque High School as most of the crowd has filed out here. More of the Beckman fans waiting around to congratulate their players who just got the 7-point win in this final meeting of the WAMAC Conference between these two schools. 67-60 our final score as Beckman outscored Western Dubuque in both the last two quarters after they trailed by 3 at the end of the first quarter. Western Dubuque started out the game on a 5-0 run, 5-zip, and then outscored, actually tied Beckman 17-17 in that second quarter for a 32-29 halftime lead of 3 points for Western Dubuque after a spectacular three-quarter scored shot off the left arm of Michael Keegan that sent the Blazers in with some confidence and momentum in the halftime break, and they used that to spark their offense in the third quarter as they outscored the Bobcats 17-9 in that third frame. They took a 5-point lead, 46-41, heading into the fourth, and outscored Western Dubuque 21-19 in the final quarter for the 7-point advantage, 67-60, as Beckman improves the record to 11-6, as 7-5 in the conference. Now they bump themselves tied again until tomorrow night, third place with Solon, team who beat them on Friday night. As Western Dubuque now at 13-4, they are 10-2 in the conference with a big matchup. The second place team, West Delaware Hawks, on the road to Manchester Friday night. We'll have all that coverage right here from KMCH Sports. We had 4 ties in this game, 2 in the first quarter, and 4 lead changes, 2 in the first quarter. And then we didn't have any ties, 2 more, and then 2 more lead changes in that third quarter of play. So 4 ties total, 4 lead changes total, and the last lead, Beckman took it late in the third quarter and held on for the 7-point win. Individually, here tonight for the Bobcats, tremendous effort for the sophomore Calvin Harris as he led the team in scoring a year ago as a freshman. He led the team tonight with 21 points, 14 at the halftime break. He had 4 threes in the first half, but no threes for Harris in that second half. The Bobcats had 6 threes total, 4 in the first half, 2 in the second half. 8 scorers in the column besides Harris with 21, 14 points for Jordan Lake, 2 points for Cale Carty, 4 for Alec Wolfcool. Sam Goodman added 6 off the bench, 12 points for the Bobcats. Grant Kelchin led the way with 8 off the bench, 2 points for Kyle Cleary and 2 for Kyle Lemon. For Beckman, they were led by Mitch Gehling with 17, 3 in the double-digit column for the Blazers, as they had 17 from Gehling, 14 for Jackson Bennett, 15 for Scott Olberding, 7 points for Michael Keegan, 8 points for C.J. McDermott, and 6 points for Connor Krantz. 6 scores in the offensive column for Beckman, 6 threes on the night for the Blazers, as Keegan had a big one there before half, the 75-footer, and then 1 for Jackson Bennett in the second half, 2 of them for Connor Krantz in the second half. Olberding and C.J. McDermott added 1 in the first half. Big story on the night, though, free throw shooting. Blazers got the line. They knocked a lot of them down, and that especially helped with the 7-point win here tonight, Billy.
Yeah, to me, Beckman just played an outstanding team game tonight. I mean, they were balanced scoring. They had 6 guys in the lineup that scored, 8 of them off the bench by McDermott, but 3 double figures and an 8-7-6. So a really nice equal output there. Man, a coach will take that in and night out. And then, we harp on it. We talk about it all year long. Free throws win and lose ball games. Man, Beckman did that tonight. 83% from the line at the free throw line. Like, only averaged 64 as a team. And they made 25 out of 30 tonight. That's how you win these close contests. And they just really did a tremendous job. It kept Western Dubuque out of doing maybe a couple of the little things that they wanted to do in the second half. Really didn't let them get into any as good an offensive flow as they would have liked to in the second half. The Bobcats just shot 38% from the field tonight. They're normally a little higher shooting percentage than that. They shot 80% from the free throw line. They just didn't get there as often, 16 out of 20. So just a great game plan come in tonight by Coach Maloney, and a great execution of that game plan. And, you got to give hats off to Beckman. They came in here tonight and came into the opposing team's court. A lot of student section over there from the Bobcats, pretty loud and boisterous over there, but Blazers just tuned it all out and looked like a very confident team.
Yes, indeed, as Beckman improves their conference record to 7-5 now, as they sit right around the third place spot in the conference on the east side with Solon, who's 7-4 going into tomorrow night's play. As we'll have Coach Mike Maloney coming on here shortly, and we'll see if we can get Coach Dennis Garrity up here too. Hopefully get them both in on the post-game show here as Beckman gets the 7-point advantage, 67-60 here tonight in this game. That the first half to 29 minutes, 51 minutes in that second half, 1 hour and a 20-minute game play tonight here from Western Dubuque High School in Epworth. The final ever meeting between these two teams in WAMAC Conference play, and for the foreseeable future now, as the Class 2A school, the enrollment of 226, Beckman beats the Class 4A school, the enrollment of 708 in the same busing school district, Beckman and Western Dubuque, as Coach Mike Maloney gets his first win as a former Blazer to beat Western Dubuque in his first season here as the 2008 graduate of Beckman High School. And no better feeling than that to beat your arch rival in your first year as a head coach. For Coach Maloney, a great feeling for him, but more importantly, his team tonight to get a big conference, a win like this, to upset the first place in the conference, and this can only help Beckman going forward here and down the stretch, and when they find out who they'll play in their districts come Wednesday.
Yeah, and this really, really helped their seeding process here. This is something that Coach Maloney is going to be able to say, hey, we beat the first place team in the WAMAC East. The team that only had 3 losses all year long. Played them to an overtime game in the first one, and maybe we should have won that one. So he's got some stuff that now he can go armed, to those seeding meetings and maybe try to get himself a better seed and, home game or 2 at home. And, that victory is a huge one here tonight. They played 7 guys here tonight. 6 of them were seniors. Man, they're going to have bragging rights for a long time. Talking 10 years down the road to come back. Yeah, I remember when we beat the Bobcats on their home floor last game we ever got to play against them. And, they just came out and they just played such a really, really good game tonight. Coach Maloney's just got to be ecstatic with the performance that they came out with here tonight. Absolutely. As Beckman improves 11-6 after their 17th game, 7-5 as I talked about on the east side, 10-5 overall in the WAMAC Conference. 5-4 on the road this season for Western Dubuque. 13-4 now after 17 ball games. As 10-2 still first place in the east side of the conference. As 13-2 overall the WAMAC and 6-2 in home games. As the Blazers get the win, 67-60. We'll take one more time out. We'll come back and get a coach or two here on before we wrap it up here tonight as Beckman gets the win, 67-60. We're back after this from KMCH Sports.
Newhouse Construction and Concrete is proud to support all our area athletes. Give Phil a call at 927-5178 for your commercial, ag, or residential projects, or visit newhouseconstruction.com. Newhouse Construction and Concrete turns design into reality.
Sode's Green Acre, located in Guttenberg, offers a fun shopping experience for the entire family. Retro candy, unique gifts and toys, gourmet foods, coffee and tea, top shelf spirits, craft beer and wine, plus a cafe with full bar service. Sode's Green Acre in Guttenberg. Find them on Facebook.
In sports, as well as banking, numbers mean everything. Making sure you have experienced athletes and bench strength are a critical combination for a winning team. The same goes for our F&M team. With an average longevity of 15 years and 28 members strong, F&M is consistently showing strength in numbers. F&M Bank, the right choice, member FDIC.
Just like you take pride in your vehicle, we take pride in the service work we provide. This is John from Georgian Auto in Manchester. Whether it's routine maintenance or major repairs, we'll take care of your car and get it back on the road. Georgian Auto in Manchester, where complete automotive service and repair is our complete focus.
For all your general contracting needs, turn to the professionals at Lucky Building Service in Manchester. For commercial, remodeling, and building and new home construction, call the experts, Lucky Building Service in Manchester, 563-927-5677.
You may not wear glasses or contacts, but how do you know if you're seeing your best or if your eyes are healthy? Why not be proactive and get your eyes examined? Dr. Daniel E. Mersch and his professional staff at Manchester Family Vision can help. Call 563-927-3682 to schedule an appointment. Manchester Family Vision Center wishes all the local sports teams best of luck this season. Manchester Family Vision Center on West Main, where clear vision begins with healthy eyes.
back in as our postgame show rolls on. John Swisher, Bill Logan, high atop Western Dubuque High School Gymnasium with the victorious head coach of the Blazers in his first season, the 2008 grad, Mike Maloney, celebrating a win over the Bobcats for the final time of the WAMAC Conference. And the final time, as we mentioned all night, the foreseeable future in this series as Beckman now taking the 14-10 lead on in the last 23 meetings, and they have tied the series up here in Epworth 6-6 in those 12 games since 2007. As they win here tonight, 67-60. Beckman gets the victory. It came out. Western Dubuque had the 5-0 run. They had the advantage early on. Things were going their way, making the shots, but your team stayed patient and stayed with it early on in this ball game. What were your thoughts early on in this game?
Yeah, we talked about we haven't really gotten the best starts last few games, and tonight, it kind of looked like it was going to turn that way. But before the game started, we talked we got to have a four-quarter game. We got to have a four-quarter game. The tournament's on the horizon. And no better team to come in and try to do it than the WD. And, things can waver sometimes. We are a little bit bigger than they are. They are a little bit quicker than us. So we just need to stay patient, use our size to our advantage, to really move with the ball. Once we started knocking a couple shots down, that really changed the way that they could defend us. And, we got big contributions from everybody.
We thought the aggressiveness, getting inside, using your side as advantage there was big, especially Mitch Gailing. He did a nice job getting himself to the free throw line and knocking down 5 of 6 in that first half. And we've seen your team the last couple of years. When Mitch Gailing's on, or a big part of the offense being aggressive, that's when your team is the most successful.
Yeah, Mitch being a senior now, he's kind of been our leader in the points and in the rebounds. He should be. He's earned it. He puts a lot of time in the off season. And, when we get an aggressive Mitch, we usually win those games or it's pretty dang close. And so I think we got great contributions from basically every guy that went out there. That, we really attacked the hoop well. We passed and really shared the ball well and, found the open guy. And Mitch, he happens to be it a lot. But, it helped that he had that aggressiveness. Those loose balls seem to be finding his hands or Michael Keegan's hands and then dropping to somebody else. And, our game is at the rim and we got to be there.
Well, I thought your team tonight, I have no idea what you had for a game plan coming up, but it looked to me like, let's go to the hole. Let's get to the line. Let's take advantage of our height. And you guys just did that all night long, and then get to the free throw line, knock down 25 out of 30 free throws. You guys every one of them just looked very confident tonight, offensively, defensively. They just looked like a very confident team tonight.
Yeah, I think the first time I didn't really have them ready to go that well, and that was on me. They didn't really see a team switching screens like West Dubuque likes to do because of their like size and their like quickness. So we really, really, really reviewed that yesterday. Watching film, going through our game plan, where we can attack them and being patient, because if you just pass it one time to a guy who might have a mismatch, but if he doesn't make it, we're not going to get that offensive rebound. We're probably not going to make the shot, and we're not going to get fouled. So really use yourselves and use your teammates to get yourself open or your teammate open. It's just that, it sounds so simple sometimes, but it was just seeing that and following through. And we honestly haven't been the greatest free throw shooting team in the WAMAC this year. And so we really talked about the mental side of the game. Step to that line, go through your regular process. Don't speed yourself up. Don't listen to the crowd. Don't get iced on a timeout. We went through that with everybody, and it really paid dividends tonight.
Great balance in the offensive scoring chart tonight with Mitch had 17, 15 for Scott Overding. He was another good post presence inside. Jackson Bennett with 14, then 8 from McDermott, 7 from Keegan, and 6 from Connor Krantz. And you saw those 6 guys. It was the main 6 on the floor. Great offensive balance there. Everybody was in the offensive act tonight.
Yeah, Crancy didn't get a ton of minutes with a tough whistle, tough fouls, trying to stop Lake's a tough job. And, he was the guy we signed to do it. But he came in and he knocked down 2 massive three-pointers when things looked like they were going to turn WD's way, and really kept that 2-possession level where we were able to play comfortable, keep our patience, keep attacking when we had it. And, we've got 6 guys. Sometimes it's tough. The one guy is usually going to get less minutes than the other 5, but we got 6, 7. We even got 7, 8 guys. That all have a role. They all know what to do when they go in, and they all support each other, which is huge, and can't be more proud of that.
It's your 7th conference win here tonight. So we talked about before you joined us here on the air in our post-game show. Great confidence in this final stretch here in your final 3 games before you round out the season and look ahead to district play. But no bigger win than this one right here to kind of spark the rest with Anamosa Central to win at home, and then at Independence to round out the WAMAC conference schedule.
Yeah, none of them will be easy, but want to give my hats off to Q and Dennis Garrity. They got a great team. and it was a tough battle, and it was one of those good ones to go out on in this rivalry matchup.
3 of those games left with your attention to them, but you'll take it off briefly and look ahead a little bit on Wednesday morning with the seeding meeting as those brackets, the groupings, I should say, came out last week. The pairings will come out with this Wednesday after your 9 o'clock meeting in Oldline as Jessup, North Fayette Valley, Oldline, and Sumner, Fred, and Waukon. And Bill had a good point earlier in our post-game show. This is a good vantage point for you, a token for you to throw out. Hey, we just beat a 4A Western Dubuque team, the first-place team on our conference. This can only help you in the seeding come Wednesday morning.
You guys are reading my mind. Yeah, we might not have the number 1 record that we're going in, but, I don't think there's any doubt that we played the toughest competition, and, without a starter on a buzzer beater, so those are kind of some tokens you get in your back pocket. You hate to not tip your hat to the team that beat you, but, this time, it means a lot. We want to play in Dyersville. We want to play at home where we're comfortable, and, we want a shot at the state tournament. And to do that, we had to have a win like tonight, and that was also said for the game.
Absolutely. Congrats. Best of luck. We'll see you at the postseason. Best of luck to you. You betcha. Mike Maloney, the head coach of the Beckman Blazers, here on the post-game show as we get ready to wrap things up here from Western Dubuque High School as the Beckman Blazers get the 7-point victory, improve their record to 11-6 overall, 13-4 for Western Dubuque. As Beckman, with those 4 games left for Western Dubuque, we'll see the Bobcats, Coach Garrett and company, on Friday night in Manchester as they take on West Delaware in a big 1-2 matchup. Number 1, Western Dubuque at 10-2, and the West Delaware Hawks at 8-3 in conference play on Friday night at Seedorf Gymnasium. That's going to wrap it up tonight. I want to thank our great area sponsors, Western Dubuque and Beckman Flavor, again here tonight, along with our 47 sports boosters, Meyer Mechanical Financial Strategies, Spring Green Lawn Care, My County Disposal, also by CPS, Dyersville, and Worthington, and Riker Shoes. As we'll be back on the air tomorrow night, West Delaware girls basketball, as the Hawks take the trip down to take on the Solon Spartans. Then Friday night, we'll have West Delaware and Western Dubuque boys basketball Friday night from Seedorf Gymnasium. Saturday, we'll have the Coaches Corner Saturday morning at 9 a.m., followed by the sectional wrestling starting at noon from Luther College in Decorah for West Delaware wrestling action. For my partner, Bill Logan, and in studio producer Ashley Bramey, John Swisher saying again, the final WAMAC conference meeting for these two teams. Beckman prevails, and they beat Western Dubuque on their home floor by the final score of 67-60.